showing both sides can sometimes be a cop-out and, and do a disservice to the truth. One of the major challenges for international journalism is not just to say one side says this and the other side says that, because one side might be lying or lying more, which is more often. So I think putting things in context as opposed to what's being called both sidesism is critical in complex events, certainly in a case like this. To be fair to the news business, international media is part of the news business. It's very distressed right now as a business. They don't have foreign correspondents everywhere. They can't cover every story. It has to be interesting to people, and the news is interesting to people if it's new. Consider that. So this is why right now we have waning interest in covering the war, because it's become a war of attrition. What was new and exciting and seemed combustibly dangerous and interesting 2 months ago, 3 months ago, right now is sort of repeating itself every day, even though on the ground we have new tragedies every day. From a distance, the story looks the same, and I fear it may stay that way for months. Remember that it's not just Ukrainian grain, it's also Russian grain and fertilizer, and a lot of that stuff isn't getting through, not because of sanctions, but because it's being withheld, matters of payment that is difficult because of sanctions and insurance. Russia and Ukraine together account for a quarter of the world's grain, and that affects, as you say, Africa, also Egypt, many places. It's creating inflation. It's adding to global inflation that is caused by the pandemic and supply chain difficulties, and this could have enormous downstream effects, including to badly harm the administration in the U.S. in the coming midterms, because inflation is a major issue. Putin has the ability to turn up the flames of that.